today I thought I would film another makeup tutorial for you. So I'm pretty much just going to get straight in. It's kind of a neutral brown smoky eye kind of thing, which I'm really enjoying at the moment. So I'm going to get straight in and show you the makeup look. I'm starting off with the Garnier Essentials Hydrating Day Care Moisturiser. This does not have SPF in it, but it is one of my favourite moisturisers. It feels really hydrating, but I feel like because it's winter and actually it's not particularly sunny at the moment, it's not too bad, and I don't really need SPF so much. I do use it mostly in my moisturiser on a day-to-day basis, which is why I don't use this one all the time, because it doesn't have it in, but sometimes I really like to get through this because it's so hydrating. So when my skin feels dry, particularly in the winter, I do like to use this one. I used it quite a lot in the summer as well when I was travelling, because the changes in temperature really messed with my skin. And then for primer, I'm using the Nivea Daily Essentials Express Hydration Primer, which, if you've watched my videos before, you will know this is my current favourite primer for the winter, because actually in the winter I don't have much need to use a really full-on heavy primer. Particularly if I'm not doing sport on a particular day, it doesn't really affect me. So I'm just going to let that sink in for a moment or two. So today the concealer I'm going to be using is the Natural Collection Cover Up Stick in Fair, and I had a bit of a love affair with this. If you've watched my beauty favourites of 2015, you'll know this is one of my favourites. It's been one of my favourites for such a long time, but I'm going to use this all over my skin, and I'm only using one concealer today. Usually I use a mixture. I might use one to cover some extra redness, but we'll see how this one goes. My skin isn't too bad at the moment, so it kind of doesn't really need too much in the way of concealing. But this is just a much lighter kind of it feels more air whipped than the other ones, if that kind of makes sense. It kind of feels more like a mousse than the other ones I have, which are kind of a bit more solid, which are really good when my skin is bad, and in the winter it's great usually, but I'm kind of feeling like having a bit more of a light concealer today, and I'm using the EcoTools foundation brush to blend this in. And I'm using pretty much as little as possible just in the areas where I usually highlight. I'm trying to give my skin a bit of a break at the moment because it's kind of been reacting badly to the change in weather, because it suddenly got cold. We had snow the other day and my skin's just kind of like, I don't know what to do, stop putting stuff on me. So I haven't been wearing makeup for a couple of days, and I found that it's really helped my skin out. And then I thought I should put on a light concealer instead of a heavier one. So that is what I'm doing today, and that appears to be fine. So I'm going to set that using the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in 003 Peach Glow, and I'm using my Model Zone powder brush to apply this. And I'm just going to do this on my forehead and down the centre of my face for now, and then I will do the rest of it later when I have my contouring done. So for contouring, I'm using the 17 Define and Conquer Contour Kit, and I'm taking the darker shade here with the EcoTools angled brush, and I'm going to apply this under my cheekbones. And then I'm going to blend it out using the Model Zone powder brush. I'm then taking the sleek highlighting palette and taking the shade Renaissance Gold, which I have discovered is my absolute favourite, and I'm going to apply this on my cheekbones, and I'm just using my finger to do this. To darken my contour, I'm taking the Collection Bronze Glow Bronzer, Shimmering Bronzer in the shade Medium, and I'm taking this powder brush and I'm just going to put that along my jawline and right in the corner of my cheeks and kind of pass it along slightly to darken the contour. To set my highlight, I'm taking the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Peach Lights, And I'm also taking my Superdrug powder brush and I'm just going to pat this on here and then put a little bit just above my brows and down my nose and my chin, and it just gives kind of a really nice glow. I'm then going back in with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and my Model Zone powder brush, and I'm just going to powder everywhere that I didn't get the first time. So directly under my eyes and kind of along this bit of my jawline. And then I'm done with that. So next I'm going to apply lip salve, and I'm just putting on the Vaseline Lip Therapy with SPF 15. I found that my lips are actually quite dry at the moment, so I've been avoiding wearing lipsticks quite a lot, and I found that this is one of the best for just healing my lips. For today's eyeshadow look, I'm going into the Urban Decay Naked palette, and first up I'm going to take the Superdrug Pro 11 brush, and I'm going to be going into the shade Sin, which is the second to lightest colour, and I'm going to apply this all over my lids. And I'm just kind of patting it on and making sure it's all the way up to the crease and it's entirely over my lids. Next up I'm taking the Superdrug Pro 13 brush, and I'm going to take the shade Sidecar, which is this one here, and I'm just going to darken out the crease a little bit and kind of bring it into the outer third of my eyelid. Sticking with the Pro 13 brush, I am now going to go into Dark Horse, which is this one here, and I'm going to just darken the very outer V and swipe it in slightly. I'm now taking the Model Zone Flat Shadow Brush, and I'm going into the shade Virgin, which is the lightest shade, and I'm going to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and also just on my brow bone. I'm just going to stick the excess on the tip of my nose and my cupid's bow. I'm now going in with the Natural Collection Liquid Eyelines eyeliner, and I'm going to be doing a relatively thin line and flick of eyeliner. And then I'm going to try and match it on the other side, because I'm actually quite pleased with this side. So I've kind of evened them out a bit because one was a little bit more flicky than the other. I'm pretty pleased with how it's turned out, and while I wait for that to dry, I'm just going to fill in my brows. First up, I'm going to brush them into place using this EcoTools eyebrow brush. I'm pretty sure my eyebrows need some taming because they've gone all long and curly again. I don't like to cut them and I don't get them waxed, I just pluck them, so I'm kind of trying to put off dealing with them. My eyebrows are pretty thick, I probably don't actually need to fill them in at all because they are relatively thick as natural eyebrows go. So I'm gonna just get on and fill them in lightly. I'm taking the Revolution Redemption palette in Iconic 1, and I'm taking the normal chocolate brown colour that I take and my regular EcoTools flat liner brush. So I filled those in really lightly today, and to set them I'm using the Natural Collection Lash Care Mascara in Clear. I'm now moving on to my lashes, and I'm taking the No. 7 lash curlers, and I'm just going to quickly curl my lashes now that my eyeliner is dry. I'm first up taking the NYC Big and Bold Volume by the Lash Mascara in Extra Black. I'm very nearly out of this and I'm quite sad about it because I've really enjoyed this mascara. Probably not my favourite ever, but for the price I think it's the best value mascara. Like, I think it's the best mascara in this price range, and I really love the applicator. So I'm just applying this on my top and bottom lashes. I'm then going in with the NYC Big and Bold 24 Hour Mascara, also in extra black, and I'm applying this on my top and bottom lashes as well. And I'm then just going to stick another coat of this on my top lashes and then leave it at that for today. Usually I put on quite a few layers of mascara, but at the moment I'm kind of just not feeling wearing quite so much of it. I'm not entirely sure why. But I also feel like I don't need it because my eyelashes are quite big. I'm now just going back into the Urban Decay Naked palette and taking the Pro 13 brush again, and I'm just going back into Dark Horse and I'm darkening this little stripe that I have, just going in here, just to add a little bit more depth now that I have my eyeliner on, and that's literally it, and that is my finished look. So I really hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Again, this is one of my favourite makeup looks at the moment, and I've kind of really been enjoying the natural, neutral kind of things, but that are still a bit like sparkly. I can't really get over the sparkles just yet. I know we're past Christmas, but I do love a little bit of shimmer. And yeah, so if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. And check out all my social media links, they are down below, and please give me a follow, and I will see you again soon. Bye!